Today we're getting into the latest Tesla news, including official Model S launch dates, a possible new Tesla factory, insane Tesla Roadster confirmations, Tesla removing self-driving tech, and more, so let's get into it. First up today, Tesla is likely looking at a location for another new factory. Currently, the majority of their cars come out of their Fremont, California factory, as well as their Giga Shanghai factory, which is very recent. Fremont builds all of their vehicles, and Shanghai just recently added the Model Y to the Model 3, being produced there mostly for the Chinese market. Now, Tesla is constructing a factory in Texas to build the Model Y and Cybertruck, among other cars long term, as well as their factory in Berlin to start with the Model Y for the European market. Tesla is expanding very quickly as their demand increases and advanced battery factories need to come online. About a year ago, there were reports that Tesla was working with the UK government to build an electric vehicle research, development, and manufacturing plant. Rumors continued as Elon Musk visited a site near Bristol multiple times. Well, earlier this week, Elon Musk's jet stopped at a corporate airport outside of London for longer than one day. Nothing has been confirmed, but his visit coincided with a process run by the Office for Investment, which is designed to, quote, help smooth out discussions between the public sector and private foreign investors post-Brexit. Tesla opted to build their factory in Berlin rather than the UK last time around, but the UK is growing as a market for Tesla, and it's expected to grow even more with the right-hand drive Model Y coming out of Giga Berlin. We'll see what happens with that factory, but we know that Tesla isn't planning to stop with Giga Texas in Berlin, so a UK factory makes total sense for their future ambitions. Next up, there are a number of new details about the refreshed Model S from Tesla, and many of them are interesting and unexpected. Previously, the Plaid Model S was pictured with carbon fiber accents in the interior on Tesla's website, and the long-range version included wood accents in the interior. Now, Tesla has officially updated the configurator to give you the option specifically for the Plaid model. It seems that when configuring the normal long-range model, you'll only get the wood accents. When configuring a Plaid model, you'll get to choose between carbon fiber and wood. That's a new addition to the configurator, as well as the new estimated delivery date of June for the Plaid Model S and September to October for the long range. These are likely the delivery dates if you order today, so it seems that they are gearing up for the Plaid release much more than the long range version for the time being. Additionally, you can no longer order a Plaid Plus Model S. The Plaid Plus version is grayed out and officially says available in mid-2022. That's a big delay from its originally announced launch date of late 2021, and it's an interesting move to see the option no longer available. Maybe they are trying to push customers to the normal Plaid as there is a high demand for the Plaid Plus long term. Tesla is officially launching the Plaid Model S on June 3rd at their California factory. Elon tweeted about this saying, quote, Tesla Model S Plaid delivery event June 3rd at our California factory. Fastest production car ever, 0 to 60 miles per hour in under 2 seconds. There has been no follow-up on who can attend this event or what it will consist of exactly, but we should hear more about it in the next week or two. At that time, we'll finally learn about the new yoke steering wheel, what its final design will be, and whether or not the round steering wheel will be an option for the car or not. It's pretty clear as well that the Model S will launch with a new version of Tesla software, probably version 11, and at that time there could be a number of updates across all Teslas. Reportedly, Tesla is also sandbagging all of the stats on the Model S and X. V4 350 kilowatt charging is coming, V11 software is coming soon, and there will be no radar announcement from Tesla this week. Additionally, Sawyer Merritt tweeted with some hints at June 3rd saying, quote, June 3rd is going to be an extra special day. Good things are worth waiting for, even when it's a few good things. It's more than June 3rd that you should be excited about. Multiple categories, multiple improvements, many minds will be blown. Tesla is ramping/improving in so many different directions. It seems that there is a lot coming soon and a lot to get excited about, so stay tuned. More on that in a bit when we talk about radar on Teslas. For now, the Plaid Model S will prove to be the fastest production car ever, with a 0 to 60 in under 2 seconds. However, this week we got some new information about the Tesla Roadster. It's currently on display at the Peterson Museum in Los Angeles, and the placard gave some new, shocking information about it. First, it confirmed what we already knew. Quote, unveiled in 2017, the Roadster is the second iteration of the first car released by Tesla, powered by lightweight lithium-ion batteries and a Plaid powertrain, in which one electric motor powers the front wheels and two power the rear. The standard Roadster will reportedly be able to accelerate from 0 to 60 miles per hour in as little as 1.9 seconds. Now, this has been known since its announcement all the way back in 2017, and we've been waiting for the actual release of the car ever since. It was supposed to launch in 2020. The new information says, quote, demonstrating the versatility of electric power and adding extra distinction to the car's already high performance, an announced SpaceX package would outfit the Roadster with cold air rocket thrusters positioned at the rear, allowing for a 0 to 60 miles per hour acceleration time of 1.1 seconds, a rate largely unprecedented among modern road cars. This is something that Elon has talked about but has never given a number for, so a 1.1 second 0 to 60 is absolutely insane, and when asked to confirm that time, Elon said yes, with the SpaceX rocket thruster option package. It will be safe but very intense, probably not wise for those with a medical condition, same as a hardcore roller coaster. He also further confirmed what he has talked about with this SpaceX Roadster, saying, quote, it will have high-pressure rocket thrusters behind a license plate that flips down. Bong. James Bong. It's one thing for Elon to tweet about this, but it's another thing for it to be officially listed on the prototype model on display at the Peterson Museum. Of course, anything can happen, but it seems that this is something Tesla, or at least Elon Musk, truly wants to do. A great render of what this 0 to 60 time will actually look like can be seen here. This would be a 1.1 second 0 to 60 with the SpaceX package. Absolutely insane, and hopefully we'll see the Roadster come after the launch of the Plaid Model S now in mid-2022. Regarding the overall design of the Roadster, we can already see that a few things will likely change. First, the yoke steering wheel has a stock connected to it. In the new Model S, stocks are gone, and we'll probably see this go away, and the wheel get refined on the updated Roadster. For the screen, it's currently vertical, and after the refreshed Model S and X launch, every Tesla will feature a horizontal screen, and I wouldn't be surprised if the new Roadster gets one as well. Elon said, quote, production article will look different, better, when referring to the Roadster prototype seen at the museum, so the exterior could change quite a bit as well. It has been 4 years since this prototype was revealed, which is a long time for a high-end sports car design. One thing that Elon mentioned on Joe Rogan's podcast was that he wanted the Roadster to fly or hover for a period of time. On the podcast, he said, quote, I want it to hover, and I was trying to figure out how to make this thing hover without, killing people. Maybe it can hover like a meter above the ground or something like that. If you plummet, it'll blow out the suspension, but you're not gonna die. I talked about this in a previous video, saying that it will likely be one of those ideas that Elon really wants to do, but is never able to. Well, it's still on his mind, and he tweeted in response to the video of the Roadster on display, saying, quote, this will actually be able to fly very briefly. I always laughed at flying cars, and now making one. Fate loves irony, haha. There's so much mystery surrounding this car, but we know that they have to make it after having promised over 80 to top Tesla referrers. Now, the real question is just how much more expensive this SpaceX and hover package will be if it truly comes to be. One small update for the Model Y is a follow-up on what I talked about a few videos ago. Elon tweeted and specifically called the Model Y coming out of Giga Berlin in Texas the next-gen Model Y. This means that he is truly seeing the updated version of this car, with 4680 battery cells, as a big step forward rather than a simple upgrade. This new next-generation version should get all of the benefits of their 4680 battery cells and structural battery pack and come later this year. Shortly after, Elon tweeted again and reiterated the next-gen Model Y, saying, quote, going through all aspects of next-gen Model Y production system with team. Lot of talented people at Giga Berlin. This place will rock. So this new Model Y will be a big step forward and not just a simple upgrade like they've done in the past. It should be the first vehicle to use their new battery cells, and it will draw many to the Texas and Berlin-made versions of that car in the future until Fremont changes over as well. The first casting for the Model Y in Giga Texas was spotted last week, and now we can see that Tesla is producing them in bulk. Likely they are still prototypes getting production going, but it's still impressive to see how many of these they have made in a short time. They are getting serious about production even as factory construction continues. Now, regarding radar in Teslas, this is something that seems small but is actually going to be a big deal for Tesla going forward. For a while now, Elon has talked about the removal of radar sensors in Teslas in favor of pure vision camera data. Elon tweeted back in April saying, quote, almost ready with FSD beta version 9.0. Step change improvement is massive, especially for weird corner cases in bad weather. Pure vision, no radar. When asked if they'd remove the radar sensors entirely or not, Elon said remove. This was reiterated in Tesla's Q1 2021 earnings call, with the report saying, quote, we believe that a vision-only system is ultimately all that is needed for full autonomy. Our AI-based software architecture has been increasingly reliant on cameras, to the point where radar is becoming unnecessary earlier than expected. As a result, our FSD team is fully focused on evolving to a vision-based autonomous system, and we are nearly ready to switch the US market to Tesla Vision. Well, Tesla appears to be moving forward with this very quickly, and it it could be at play in a number of issues across the company right now. For one, the Model S has been delayed, and this has been due to many issues, most of which are specifically unknown to the public. However, we know that the Model S will feature a new software version, likely version 11 as I mentioned earlier. At the same time, a report came out saying that Tesla is on a containment hold for 10,000 to 20,000 Model 3s and Ys because these cars are missing one specific part that makes them undeliverable. For now, they are being shipped out to various service and delivery centers, and reportedly the missing piece can be installed there. At the time of this report, there apparently was no fix yet planned, but Tesla is needing to move quickly if they want to deliver these cars by the end of the quarter, which they always do. A chip shortage could be at play, but it actually seems like it may be something more interesting. This is a lot of speculation, but also a lot of evidence from Tesla. It seems very likely, so here goes. A source on Reddit got word from someone at Tesla working on their car that said, quote, "They have started shipping cars without VIN numbers to the destination location. They are doing this because there are about 10,000 cars that are requiring a firmware update." There were more details about how they are handling deliveries in these cases, but they said, quote, "I asked what the forewarn update was for, and he said Tesla has not told them for confidentiality, but his guess is it's a safety update. Otherwise, they would release them and do the update later." He also said it is normally not this rushed, but due to the demand and this firmware issue, things are a little out of whack right now. Another source said, quote, "They are waiting on a firmware update and the cars will be ready. This is in Charlotte, North Carolina, and there are many cars there in this containment hold. I also received photos from someone in San Antonio that noticed a vacant strip mall across from Tesla's dealership that is full of Model 3s and Ys. The person who sent this photo is waiting 5 to 12 weeks before their delivery from this very center, even though it's full of cars right now. Right now, Tesla's website says 4 to 12 weeks for the Model Y as well. So it seems that all of these cars are on hold and that all they need is a firmware update. However, this update is something that impacts safety enough that Tesla cannot ship these cars until it is done. Well, we seem to have possibly gotten some confirmation that the issue at hand was the removal of radar. Tesla has planned to remove radar from their cars in favor of pure vision, as we talked about. And whether it's due to parts constraints on their radar sensors or due to them deciding to stop ordering radar sensors a little too early is unclear. However, that appears to be the part that is missing in these cars. They don't need the radar sensors in order to ship, but they do need the firmware update that replaces these sensors, and it is not ready yet. The confirmation came on Tesla's website, where they quietly remove and add features from time to time. Tesla has now removed any mention of radar sensors from their Autopilot suite. Previously, their Autopilot website mentioned a 360-degree view thanks to rear, side, and forward-facing cameras, 12 ultrasonic sensors, and, quote, "Forward-facing radar provides a long-range view of distant objects." Now radar has been removed, and that section simply says, quote, "Powerful visual processing at up to 250 meters of range." Not a single mention of radar can be found, which confirms that Tesla is absolutely dropping it in future cars. It seems that they have already dropped radar sensors on the cars they are producing. These cars need the full self-driving version 9 Pure Vision update in order to operate safely, and that update is delayed. What I think will happen is that we'll see this update roll out in the next couple of weeks and coincide with the release of the new Model S. The Model S webpage also has no mention of radar, so at this point Tesla cannot launch that car without this firmware update either. As many delays as there have been, Elon mentioned a June 3rd delivery event for the Plaid Model S, and I think that this will coincide with the release of full self-driving version 9.0 and Tesla Vision being pushed to the entire fleet. I'd love to see version 11 come to everyone as well at the same time. However, most of that is visual and doesn't affect safety. The priority for Tesla's software division will be getting Tesla Vision pushed to their cars before they update the user interface. What I'm most curious to find out is how much of this switch was motivated by parts shortages. Elon has mentioned dropping radar for some time now, but now they have dropped it and cars are delayed as a result. It needs the software to replace it. So did Tesla jump the gun a bit too soon? Did they think the software would be ready, stop ordering radar sensors, and then create their own issue? Or are they trying to fix a supply chain issue of radar sensor shortages with software? It could be a combination of both, but what are your thoughts? Leave a comment below and let me know. Next up, Tesla has been found guilty of throttling charging speeds and battery capacity through a software update. This is similar to what we have seen with Apple slowing down older phones to, quote, "protect the battery." Tesla can appeal, but for now, a court in Norway has determined that each of the thousands of owners affected will receive $16,000 from Tesla. Reportedly, Tesla released a software update that dropped total battery range and charging speeds significantly on Model S's and X's with 85 kilowatt-hour battery packs. These were discontinued in 2016. Tesla never gave an explanation for why these updates made owners' cars worse, so it's great to see them having to take responsibility for it. This is something that worries customers when buying a car that receives software updates throughout its life, and finding Tesla guilty here sets a precedent for future updates, communication, and other lawsuits like one in the US. Now a quick update for the Cybertruck. The Cybertruck still says it should launch in late 2021, however many, including Elon Musk, have cast doubt on that timeline. Well, a Tesla delivery center began sending messages in Florida, and one of them said, quote, "The Cybertruck will start production in late 2021 and will be an exciting time for everyone." This has led many to see this as a confirmation. However, what it really is a way for Tesla to sell Model 3s and Ys before the Cybertruck comes out. Tesla has done this before, and it's at the individual store level and has nothing to do with true Cybertruck timelines. I'd love for production to start late this year, but this really doesn't confirm anything new. Last up today, a small update about the Tesla Semi, which should be launching this year. Frito-Lay should be receiving 15 Tesla Semis by the end of this year, and now documents show plans for the install of the first Tesla Semi megacharger in Modesto, California. It will be at the Frito-Lay plant, and this will be the first of these extra fast and powerful chargers built for the Semi. Long term, there will need to be a whole network of these, but seeing the first one built is a great first step for the Semi. That's all the latest Tesla news for today, so in the meantime, you can check out why the Sony Vision S prototype is a big deal by clicking the link over here or in the description below. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.